Hey, what is going on, guys? How are you doing? Vitai Dubin is here. I'm the founder of Bitcoin's Pulse Club system, and I'm super excited to welcome each and every single one of you to this very special live webinar training that is absolutely going to transform your life if you're going to pay very close attention. It's going to allow you to grow your wealth in Bitcoins and earn a lot of passive income in Bitcoins. And I have a very special man here live with me on this call, my friend and seven-figure earner, Mike Hobbs. I knew Mike for many years now. We've done businesses in the past, and just like me, a couple of months ago, actually 5 months ago or so, he decided to dive full in to the world of Bitcoins and cryptocurrencies, and he's done amazingly well for himself. In fact, in this one particular wealth building vehicle that we are going to be talking about today, USI Tech, he already reached a point where he has a passive income of $15,000 to $20,000 per month. And I know it's just the beginning point. I know he met the owners, you've been to the live event, and it's very exciting to see how this transforms so many people's lives. And together right now with me, he's live. We're going to share with you the 3 strategies how you can take your business inside USI Tech and eventually grow it to $30,000 per month level. So I'm super pumped up. Let me know who is pumped up, who is excited. How are you doing, Mike?
I am doing amazing. Good to be here. It's like I'm looking at all these names. I'm like, wow, there's lots of familiar names. That's awesome. I appreciate you guys all being on here, and I'm just excited to get into it. This is going to be awesome.
Absolutely. There's going to be a value-packed training, so pay close attention, take a lot of notes, because the information we're about to share with you is life transformational. So I want you to get started with this, Mike. Tell a little bit about your background before you got started with Bitcoins, and then what led you to become part of USI Tech.
Yeah, great question for sure. And, I actually was in the military for 12 years. That's one of the things, one of my whys of why I wanted to be a home business entrepreneur, because I literally was leaving my family over and over on military deployments, and it was very frustrating. So I got into the world of network marketing in 2007, did offline for a year, and then I got online in 2008, and I started, dabbling in things, failing after failure after failure after failure, joining all these companies. In fact, the very first companies that I joined were online kind of like high yield investment deals that literally had, no ownership or nothing. And they were literally legitimate Ponzi schemes, right? And I didn't know that at the time, but I lost like thousands and thousands of dollars of that. Started getting into network marketing stuff. And, it took me until about 2012 before I started actually making any real money. So literally 2007 to 2012, I just failed. And then I had a breakthrough. I got in around the right mentors. In fact, like Vitaly was a part of that. Justin Varangia, some of these other people that I met in 2000, that around that 2012 mark, I met Justin and Paul. And I started having success. So 2013 was my breakthrough year. I literally won my freedom. I made so much money that year. Like one of my months was like $72,000 a month. In 2013, awesome. I had a $72,000 a month. I was able to get out of the military. Like I came up to my final day in the military, May 15th, and I was like, okay, should I re-up and go 20 years, or should I retire from the military and just do home business full time? I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take a leap of faith, retired instead, and never looked back since. So I have not had a job since 2013. Been making a lot of money in this industry. I think I've cleared about $1.5 million so far just in this industry, and then that led me to where I'm at today, where the company I was representing, where I made close to $1 million in commissions, they started going nuts. Like, like they were doing things that were not, ethical. You kind of know that. Yeah. And they literally filed bankruptcy recently, and are completely gone. So my income last year, like this is where I was at last year. Like I had this high, making millions of dollars in commissions, right? And making all this money. And then all of a sudden Companies started doing crazy things. All my income gone, like just gone. I wasn't saving a lot of money, and then I owed the IRS like just a ton of money. Like I think I owed the IRS like $140,000 or something. And
Crazy.
I was like, that's fine. I'll just pay it with my earnings, right? Well, then when your earnings go away, you get a little bit worried. You know what I mean? You're like, what's going on? What's this industry, taking me? Where am I going with this? And I saw my team failing miserably. I just saw people, not being able to make money. I came to this conclusion like this year. I was like, man, in order for people to make money in network marketing, they have to make sales. Like that was my epiphany. I'm like, they have to make sales. So I created an academy to where I was going to teach people how to make sales, how to make sales. And even that, people struggled. You know what I mean? Like I'm teaching them everything I know. Hey, you need to do this, step-by-step YouTube training, step-by-step Facebook training, how to chat with people, how to say exactly what you need to say to close people. But even with step-by-step training, people failed. And that led me to USI Tech, which was introduced to me in May of this year by a guy named Frank. Frank, he's like this guy who's just a sponsor machine in everything that he ever does. Like I think he's sponsored like 5,000 people. Yeah, like 5,000 people in USI only at Tech, It's like, what the?
I think he was drawing like a Bitcoin a day.
Yeah. Like
crazy.
So we already know he's going to be successful, right? But here's where it really got me. I spent 5 years in this company that I've made $1 million in. My average income was $20,000 to $30,000 a month, and towards the end it was like 10 to 20 because it was going downhill. That was my average income since being in that company, around $20,000 to $30,000 a month, 10 to 20 towards the end. But that was my average income, and it took me 5 years to create that. Right? It took me 5 years to create that. 2,000 personally sponsored paid members. So I want you guys to get this. 2,000 personally sponsored paid members, not free members, paid members, to get to that point, to get that average income.
And now you're like doing this in a couple months.
Yeah, well, like think about this. Like in USI, I sent one email. I had about 200 people like free register, right? I sent an email. I also did a Facebook post. I had about 200 people just register for free. That means like they set up a free account, okay? A free account. So that's like that's, in my opinion, that's like 200 leads. Wouldn't that be? Like, yeah, that's not really a paid member. So it's like a lead almost. Like literally on the USI Tech sign up page, it's like email and name.
That's right.
There's not even a phone number field.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that was, I had 200 people. And right now to this day, because I've been busy with other projects, like I've been busy with my academy and like a whole bunch of things that I'm doing, to this day, USI has replaced completely my past income.
Wow.
Completely. With 200 leads. Like right now, if you look in my back office, it's like 265 direct leads. And I have about 2,000 total, 2,600 total leads in the team. Like I say leads because it really is leads. Like these people are not paid members. Like not everyone's a paid member in USI Tech. But that to me, and that okay, so you're like thinking, okay, Mike, you recruited people. You have things. Well, the first month in the business, I recruited 0 people. Like I was just like, okay, I'm going to join. I think I joined like 5 Bitcoin deals at the same time. I was like, okay, I'm going to do USI. I'm going to do 5 different deals, right? And I'm going to see which one is good, see if this is legit. And USI paid like clockwork every single day to my available balance. I did test withdrawals. I did a whole bunch of things. And then all the other companies that I built, so like check this out. So all those other things that I did, a lot of them went out of business. A lot of them, didn't pay out.
Yeah.
USI, like the funny thing is I put less money in USI than I put in those other things. Like I probably invested like $20,000 or close to $20,000 in everything. of my money, and I only put like 1,200 in USI. Like, so check this out. I put 1,200 in USI, and I put like 18,000 and everything else, right?
You're already making like grand a month in passive income.
But check this out. I lost all that money because I was like testing the market and I was testing different programs. And right now, 3 months or 4 months into it, about working months, it's about 6 months into it, about 4 working days or whatever. So about I think it said 85 days in my back office. So whatever that turns out to be, that's not even 3 total months of paid earnings, right? So in less than 3 months paid earnings, I have over tripled what I lost in all those other companies with USI Tech, and everyone on the team has made money.
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing, Mike. You know, you were telling about people are struggling in network marketing, you know, with no matter how much you are teaching and how much you train them, what you do, people still fail, people still struggle. And the beauty of what we are doing here in this concept is that every single person makes money. And when people make money, they are very happy. And I absolutely agree with you, like in terms of the turmoil that is happening in the marketplace. You just take a look at the Facebook groups. They're exploding with different scams and programs out there on the internet that have absolutely no legitimacy, you know, and, you know, you don't know who the owners are. There is no transparency. There is nothing. And people are losing money. Just you lost, you know, close to 18,000. I lost some money too in the beginning stages of me kind of realizing, holy shit, man, I need to kind of take a look at what is happening in this industry and do my due diligence, you know. So
so one thing I want to say on that is I noticed something, and this is a key. So there's people out there in the industry that are like, you know, they're like, well, if they don't show proof of trading, they're a scam, right? But that is actually not the case. Like I want to address this, because what really is the scams out there? I've done like I said, I did a whole bunch of them, and I analyzed every single one of them. And I even analyzed the ones I did in the very beginning in 2007, or 2008, like I talked about, those scams that I joined then. Mm-hmm. I analyzed all these. The one common denominator between all of those companies that have gone out of business, the owners were hiding behind a website. You did not know who owned them, and they were registered in some country that you didn't even know how to pronounce the name. But the thing is, they were hiding. And why were they hiding? Think about this. Why would a company owner hide behind a website? Why?
Because they want to scam people.
Yeah, because they want an easy out. Do you guys get that? Does everybody get that? Type a yes in the chat. They want an easy out. So like, check this out. Like with USI, for example, they have 4 owners. They all have their name on the company. They all do live events around the world. And in the UK, like on a weekly basis, and in the US, like on a every couple month basis. But they're doing it all around the world, live in person. You can meet them. You can shake their hands. Okay. So you shake their hands and you look them in the face. They're real people. They have a real registered business, and they've had that verified by a lawyer. And so basically they're a real registered business. They have real names. So check this out. If USI were to be considered a Ponzi scheme tomorrow, all 4 of those owners would go to jail. Do you guys get what I'm saying? They will go to jail for many, many, many years. They would not want to put their name and be all over the place if it was a scam. They would not want to put their name on it. That is what makes USI different, is they have 4 different owners. They are in the trenches. They don't care if you know their name, because they know that they're not a scam. But if you ever join a company in the Bitcoin space especially that does not reveal who owns it, they are hiding something. They're hiding something, and they realize if people find out what they're hiding, they will get away scot-free. Like if they turn into a scam, guess what? They got away with it.
Yeah.
They're gone.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That is the most important. Like if you were to think about the most important thing, Are the owners real people? Are they backing it up? Are they not afraid to be live in person and meet people in person? If they're a real business, they would be involved in the business. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. So I know you've been to the event like a couple of weeks ago. So I want to ask you before we get into the specific strategies and walk people through exactly what they need to do and how it all works and, you know, all the ins and out of it. Like, what got you so pumped up about USI Tech? What excites you about this business model? And, you know, tell us a little bit about the company and what it does and how it works. What excites you about USI Tech?
Okay, so number one, the product makes you money, right? So we talked about that a little bit, but the product makes you money. So right now, it varies on a day-to-day basis. You're buying, like, for compliance reasons, I want to mention this for everybody. You're actually not buying an investment with USI Tech. You're buying a mining package according to the lawyers, like in all the compliance that they put out. You're buying a mining package, and how the company generates revenue is they do a few different things. So they take the mining package you purchase. So you're not investing, you purchased it. So like, for example, each one is 50 euros, about 60 US dollars. Okay. And you spend the $60. So the money is spent. Okay. You spent it. You didn't invest it. You spent it. Like some people, they put money in a bank. That's investing it, right? Because it's sitting there and it's earning interest or whatever. It's sitting in the bank that you can withdraw. You can't withdraw this BTC package. It is spent, okay? Right. But here's the contract. The contract that you sign up for is a 140% contract. And that 140% is paid out over a period of time, and that time varies based on the day's returns. But the contract is 140%. So if it takes 120 days to get 140% on your capital back, it takes 120 days. If it takes 180 days, it takes 180 days. But the lowest you'll make in a day is 0.075. Okay, or 0.75.
They're paying 0.75% to 1.25%, yep, depending on the profitability, yep, throughout the day. So an average of 1% a day for a period of 140 working days, 5 days a week. So it's about 5 months that this package gives you a return on the package back in Bitcoin, and then the other 2 months is pure profit, right?
Yep. So yeah, so basically the best way to look at this is you're making a purchase, they're paying you back in daily increments. So what I love about the product, so check this out. Let's say you buy 100 packages today, and I'll actually show my
share the screen. Yeah, it's going to be easier to kind of walk people through everything.
Yeah, so check this out, guys. So online calculator. So if you bought 100 packages today, times that by $60. Okay, so I'm going to go by dollars just because that's what I go by, but you can do whatever conversions you want to do. So that's buying 6,000 packages, right? And we're just going to, for the sake of this video, we're going to just stick with 1%, even though you do make a variable, okay? So is everybody cool with that? You do make a variable, but let's just stick with 1% to make math easy, okay? So times that by 0.01 means you will make $60 tomorrow. That's how cool this product is. So you put in your money today, and tomorrow you will have in your available balance $60. Every working day, $60, Monday through Friday. And then the next week, Monday through Friday. Then the next week, Monday through Friday, until you have 140% on your Bitcoin. So I really want everyone to understand that you're actually not buying dollars. You're not buying euros. You're not buying any of that stuff. So let me just show you an example of what
Can really you log maybe in the back office? It will be cool.
Yeah, I'll do that. But I'll just log in here. But one thing that I want to show you is this is like, for example, so if you bought that same So that's $6,000, right? That 100 packages. So this is actually what you're buying. I want everyone to really understand this. You're actually buying 1.56 Bitcoin, and you're actually earning off of that. So you're earning 1.536. So 1.5. And I want to do this because I'm going to make a good point here, and you guys are going to be blown away. This is another reason I'm excited about USI, by the way. So you're actually earning 0.01536. Okay? So you're actually earning 0.01356. This is what you're actually earning every day. So if you really think about this, like check this out. So about the same. So $52. But so right here. So this is what you're earning every day, Monday through Friday. You're not earning $60. You're earning this. Now, why is that important? I want to show you something here, and this is going to blow your guys' mind. When I actually realized this, I was like, holy cow, this is crazy. So the next day you earn that. The next day you earn that. The next day, well, it's going to vary, but I'm just going to give you guys an example. Again, we're going by 1%, right? But you're earning this. You're earning this. You're earning this. You're earning this every day. But here's the magic in this, guys. So check this out. Let's say Bitcoin goes up.
I think in 0.01536. not 356, but doesn't matter. On your
yeah, my bad. Yeah, I had the 5 and the 3. Dyslexia. Look, I did it again. There we go. But there we go. So that's the number that we're earning. So I'm going to delete these. So that's our daily earnings, right? So check this out. Let's say, so this is worth $52 right now, right? Right now. But you have 140 days of this earning. You guys get that? So you have 140 days. So let's say on day, do you think Bitcoin's going to go up in 3 months?
Oh yeah. The analysts all predict that, Bitcoin can hit $100,000 by next year. And at a minimum, like January, it's going to be like $11,000. That's a bare minimum. And when Amazon is going to hit the space, guys, and it's going to blow up everything. So get to the point, because I know exactly what you're going to say right now.
Yep. So check this out. So let's say Bitcoin goes to $10,000. Okay. 0.01536. You are now earning the equivalent of $153 per day from that package you already bought 3 months ago. Do you guys get what I just showed you? That means you were earning $52 a day. 3 months from now, you'll be earning $153 per day.
Retroactively, by the way, even from the first day, because the same Bitcoin is the same Bitcoin, by the value of the Bitcoin rose, so you actually made more money.
Yep. So think about that for a second. That is just from the Bitcoin. So you earned 40% growth from USI, right? But at this point, 3 months in, you haven't even earned your money back. But you have, because now you're earning triple the money. You're earning triple the money. So this is huge to understand, guys. Bitcoin, getting paid in Bitcoin is where you want to be. This is where you want to be, because when you get paid in Bitcoin every day, as Bitcoin goes up in value, so does your earnings, so does your money that you're earning every single day from that. Now, you can withdraw that money, you can keep it, you can do whatever you want with it, but we have a couple strategies that we want to talk about, and this is what gets me the most excited, because yes, you only earn, like if you really look at it from the outside in, 40% on your money, that's great, but you're not going to get rich off that. You know what I mean? Like you may make a little bit of money, like you put in a whole bunch of money, then you may make a little bit of money over the time. Like you put $10,000, you make $14,000. So you see what I'm saying? Like it's not like you're not going to get rich from that. But how do you get rich from 140% return on capital? It's called strategy. Okay, strategy. And
let's go to the dashboard before you go through the strategy. It's gonna walk people through a little bit, like what people actually see on this dashboard, what it shows.
Yep. So, your registered members, you got that at the top. You've got your Bitcoin packages there, your available balance. So the cool thing about this dashboard is what happens is when you earn your 1% a day on your packages, it goes here in your available balance. And then when you earn your referral commissions, it also goes in your available balance. And the beauty of this program is you have the opportunity to either A, withdraw this balance to your Bitcoin wallet just by clicking withdrawal, or B, rebuying more packages to earn you more money. And right now, there's a lot of people who are using the rebuy feature because they want to build up their account. And we'll talk about that here when we get into strategies, but we'll talk about that. But there's a couple things. There's car bonuses that you can win by referring people. You can't win the car bonus by just buying packages. You have to actually refer people and using your commission balance to buy packages. So the commissions you earn, if you use your commissions to buy packages, you will get the car bonus. Okay, that's basically how that works. You can buy up to 1,000 yourself to qualify, but in order to get the bonus, you need to actually refer. They have ways to buy your Bitcoin, obviously rebuy, all your package earnings. One thing that I really like about your package earnings is you can see exactly what you're earning on each package. Yes. So like, for example, look at this. So yesterday I earned, well, today, but it's actually yesterday because you actually get it at 7 p.m. Eastern. They're ahead of us. So tonight we'll get Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Every 7 p.m. Eastern, they update the packages throughout the whole company.
Yep. So yesterday we earned 0.98, and this is what I've earned. What I really like about this is you can see every day's earnings, and then you can also see every single individual package, and every individual package has its own time limit and has its own 140 days. So I want you guys to really understand that when we get into, package rebuys and stuff and strategy, you're going to want to understand that every package has its own 140% contract. Okay. So that's how we do it.
I started with one in the 26th of May, and I started about the same time, a couple days later. And then it kind of went from there, and you can see, we'll break it all down. But when you see wallet, that's when you actually buy. And when you see rebuy, you see a lot on the screen, rebuys, that's when you compound and you reinvest from the commissions or the profits or the interest that you're getting from the packages. You rebuy and buy another package, and that's how you make the money work for you even faster, accelerate your wealth, tap into the compound interest, which is the eighth wonder of the world. We'll talk about that.
Yep. So anyway, so that's all I really want to cover in the back office. I know if you guys want to refer, you guys can go in the back office and look at this. Right now, at the moment, they have a 12-level unilevel, and that's all across the board for all the Bitcoin packages. And they're actually updating this in October, so the qualifications will be different. So I'm just going to basically tell you the levels, and you guys can refer to the company on the qualifications, because those are going to change. But right now, everybody that refers anybody gets 10%. But I like to look at this and we're just gonna talk about that, because I think this other stuff, this is more for team builders. Yes, you earn up to 12 levels. If you're building a big team, you're going to want to do the other qualifications and stuff like that. But for everybody on this webinar, the important thing to know is what you need to do to make money, not what your team needs to do or what your upline does or whatever. It's what you personally need to do to make money. Right now, you earn for free without even referring anyone right now, or without even qualifying, without even buying anything. You earn 10% of whatever your team buys. But I like to look at this, check this out. I like to call this auto ship on steroids.
Auto ship on steroids.
Now, why do I say that? Well, because you're not required to have an auto ship, right? You don't have to buy anything. But when we go through our strategies that I want to get into real quick, because that's the exciting part. When we get into our strategies, you're going to see people want to buy this product more, In fact, I have people on the team who buy 100, 200, 300, 400 packages, and they're buying 1 to 4 per day from their earnings. But here's the thing. Like there's one guy on my team who's buying 4 packages per day from his earnings. Okay? 4 packages per day.
That's me. I'm buying more than that.
Oh, yeah. So you are too. So I have another team member that's doing that as well. So I have 2 team members that are buying 4 per day. Okay? So check this out. This is huge. On their or from their earnings. So I want you guys to really see this, okay? And I spelled there wrong. But so from their earnings. So this is different than a normal network marketing business, because normally in a normal network marketing business, when you buy package or you buy product, you're buying it from your money, from your bank account, right? You're not buying it from your earnings. What they're doing here is they're buying 4 per day from their earnings, which is the equivalent of $240 per day auto ship. So that's why I say auto ship on steroids, because think about that. Like if you do the calculations on that, $240, and even if it's just, if you just count the working days times 20 working days, that's like $4,800 a month. $4,800 a month, your team member buying a product. Now, I want to throw this out there. I don't care what MLM you're building. I don't care what product you're selling. Who in here agrees, and type in the chat, who in here agrees, if they buy $4,800 a month of your product, you're going to make a lot of money. Think about that. That doesn't matter what MLM you're building.
Yes, Maria says yes.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? That is the power in USI Tech. When you have people buying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 products a day from earnings, I want you guys to get this. They're not even spending this money. They're using earnings to do it. You get a commission on every single time they do that. Every single time they do that. That is called auto ship on steroids, because they choose to do it. They don't get forced to do it. And they make money from the purchase because they're earning more packages, which gives them more money. So how do we get to this point?
Let's get to the strategies, Mike. People, before we do that, I want you guys type it in like crazy. Do you want to learn the 3 strategies right now, how you can get to $30,000 per month as soon as you possibly can? Type in a big fat heck yes right now in the chat.
I see it. I see all those yeses. I see them. I see it. I see it. I see it. Awesome.
Amy, awesome. You guys are amazing. All right, let's do this. Let's show.
Okay, so here's the deal, guys. I'm gonna kind of go by this. I'm gonna give you guys some bonus stuff too. That's some new stuff that I haven't updated. I'm actually changing as I go. Like, you know, as I'm moving through the ranks, as I'm making more money, and let me show you this on my calculator. Vitaly actually was kind of said I was making anywhere from 10 to 15 or whatever. I'm actually right now to this point, I am buying 20 packages a day, right? So I want you guys to get this, or not a day, 20 packages a week. And my average earnings per week right now is 1.7 Bitcoin per week right now. So if you times 1.7 times, you know, it's around 4,000. It's actually 6,800 a week. Times that by 4 weeks, I'm actually closer to $30,000 a month in earnings.
Sorry about that. Yeah, you're already hitting that close to 30.
Yeah. And here's the magic of this. Here's the magic. What if my income never goes up? What if I make 1.7 per week for the rest of my life in USI Tech? Guess what? When it gets to 10,000, look at this. When Bitcoin goes up to 10,000, I'm now making $1,700 a week times 4 weeks, $68,000.
Yep.
Same income. I want you guys to get this. Same income. My income can stagnate and never grow, which will not happen. It's going to grow. We've got Justin on the team. We got Vitaly rocking it. I'm rocking it. You know what I mean? Our team is going to grow, but let's say it didn't grow. I'm making 68,000 once the Bitcoin goes up. That's the power in getting paid in Bitcoin, guys. My income can stay the same or even go down and my income can go up. You know what I'm saying?
I want to share a story real quick before you get into the strategy. I know you were into event, and there was a guy that showed you that he had 28 Bitcoins in his, in his account balance. You were like, why are you not withdrawing this money to your wallet? Why it's in the US side tag? Why you are not investing into the packages? And what did he say?
Yeah, so I saw this on his phone, and he just had 28 Bitcoin in his, and I'm like, what the heck are you doing? Like, why don't you rebuy, or why don't you why don't you withdraw it or whatever? And he's like, well, because Bitcoin or USI has a 2.5 daily withdrawal limit, which I didn't know about, which was like, okay, well, 2.5, that's pretty good. Like if you really think about that, so he can withdraw $9,700 a day, right? And he's doing that. So he's withdrawing 2.5 every day like clockwork, 7 days a week, because you can do it 7 days a week. You get paid 5 days a week, but you can withdraw 7 days a week. So he's earning 2.5 Bitcoin a day, 7 days a week, withdrawing.
That's like $300,000 per month.
Right. That's withdrawing. That's not rebuying. That's withdrawing. That's what your withdrawal limit is. Okay. So then he's also rebuying with the rest, like to keep his account growing. Right. And then he still had 28 left over. So then he was like, well, so now I'm actually just every day I'm picking someone on my team and I'm gifting them like $5,000, 100 packages. Because you can actually buy in your back office, there's a partner buy. So like you can literally click shop and you can click purchase and Bitcoin wallet. And there's a spot to buy for partner. You see this? You can buy up to 100 packages per day for someone else. So every day he's like, maybe he'll gift like 20 to this guy or 10 to this guy or 5 to his mom or 10 to his sister. You know what I mean? Like
I think everybody would agree that the 2.5 Bitcoins withdrawal limited it's more than enough. Guys, who wants to hit a 2.5 Bitcoins per day withdrawal limit, which is about 300K per month at the time of the way the Bitcoins were? Say me right now.
Awesome.
Me. All right. I see you guys.
But that is a good story, because like, what do you want to do? Like, think about it. Like when you max out the comp plan, you can pay it forward and you can help other people that you care about in your life. Right. And they're launching a new product in October that they said that you will be able to roll over your balance into. So just keep that in mind. So be saving up your Bitcoin, by the way. That's my clue. That's my clue. But it's supposed to be even better than the Bitcoin packages. So
that's awesome.
So good stuff. But anyway, let's get into strategy. So because you only earn, and I say only, like that's like chump change or something. But because you only earn 40% above and beyond what you put in, if you think about it, if you just withdrew everything, so let's say you join and you withdrew everything, you would be 40% ahead at the end of 140 days, but you'd have to start over and you'd have to put 100% back in. So technically you're at a loss, because, you put 140%, you put 100% in, you got 140% out, and then you got to put 100% back in. You guys get what I'm saying? So you're actually at a loss of 60% if you do it that way. So if you just put your money in and withdraw it all, you're actually at a loss, unless you just never put any more money back in ever again.
Right.
But everybody in here, let me know. Do you guys want your account to grow and give you a passive income for life, or do you just want 40% on your money and be done? You know what I'm saying? Like, which one would you rather have?
Grow. You know what? If you wanted to grow, I wanted to type in lifetime residual income in the chat.
Right. Most people want it to grow. If you wanted just 40% on your money, withdraw everything and don't put anything back in. And you'll get 40% on your money and you can go on with your merry way. But if you want this to grow, then we have strategies. Okay. We have strategies. So the first strategy is passive. This does not require any referrals at all. Okay, so you can actually do this strategy by just putting your own money where your mouth is, right? And just going, maybe getting some funding. We actually have a funding video that I can give you guys. It's actually that Vitaly can get you.
I will get you.
Yep. So I have a funding video you guys can watch. So
what basically is a funding video? Is basically you're sharing with people different ways how they can come up with the initial fund, right?
Yep. So like, I'll just give you guys the direct link to it right here.
Yep.
You guys want that? I'll just put it in the chat.
Yeah.
But this is not coded to anyone. It's just basically a video that gives you funding. If you want to use OPM, watch that video. I'm not going to cover that today, but just know that if you use OPM for this, you're going to just supercharge your passive side of the company. Okay.
Yep.
So the passive side, I recommend OPM if you have it. If you don't, I had to use cash personally. I'll just be honest with you. I had to use cash because my credit is shot. But good thing I had cash from my other businesses, right? Some people don't have cash, but you can still take advantage of someone. Like, you can actually make more money than me in the beginning if you did have loans and things like that. So anyway, so passive strategy number 1. Here is the rules to follow. Okay, you guys ready for this? So number 1 is you want to buy as many packages as possible. So in the chat, how many packages are you guys buying, or what have you bought, or what's your goal there? I'm going to recommend 20 to 100, and here is why. 20 to 100 to start, and here's why. Now, I know some people who get like 400. I actually had one person, there's a team member, Samantha Chan on our team. She actually just helped someone today fund their account with $50,000, like Bitcoin. She just bought $50,000 in Bitcoin. So with a wire transfer. So they're serious. They're getting this rocking and rolling. So obviously that's up to you. So I say this: buy as many packages as you can on day 1. My recommendation is at least 20 to 100. Now here's why I recommend that. Okay, because 20, your first milestone, and everybody write these down. Okay, milestones. 20 is a good milestone because it allows you to rebuy 1 package per week with the rebuy setting on. So let me show you what I mean by this. So in your back office, there's a setting that's auto rebuy. It's actually not working at the time of this video. It might be working by the time you watch the video, but there's a force auto rebuy button right here. Every night about 7:30 p.m. Eastern, you want to come in here and just click it. Okay, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, about 30 minutes after they pay out, just click on the force about 30 minutes after. Okay, every night, just make that a routine. I mean, isn't that so hard to make money, Vitaly? Like, they have to log in and click a button once a day. Like,
I mean, literally, it's like takes 2 seconds, a minute, and that's it.
Right. So this is not like going out there and cold calling 100 leads. This is like logging into your back office and clicking a button every night. And then once the auto rebuy in the settings section works, then you won't even have to do that. I mean, man.
Yeah, so that's basically on the passive side. If you guys like super busy, you have other businesses, obligations, family, I don't know, you just want to do it totally passively, all you need is 5 to 10 minutes per week, and you are set and done, and basically just log in and rebuy once a day or whatever, and you can be done in 10 minutes.
Yep. So there's a cool rebuy calculator, and I actually have a better one that in my document here. I want to actually show you guys right here, and I'll give you guys the direct link to this, those of you who are on the webinar. So open this up, and this will get your brain really thinking, because this allows you to make a budget. So let me go through the rules real quick, and I'll show you this budget.
Don't sign up there, though. This is
don't sign up. Yeah, don't sign up there. Like, this is a third-party system. Don't register.
Register now button. It's just a calculator they made to help people with calculations.
Right. So here's what the milestones, and I'll talk about that calculator. So the second milestone, so the first one allows you to buy one package per week, which is weekly compounding. Okay. The next milestone you want to hit is 100 packages, because this allows daily compounding. And let me show you an example of this in this calculator. Actually, I'll just use the USI calculator for this example. So if you just bought one package, you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy one package. I'm going to go a year, you know. I'm going to 260 working days in a year. If you Google that, it's 260. So you'd be like, okay, well, I made 3 times my money. You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
So you've turned one package into 3. You're not going to get rich off of, you know, $180 in a year, guys. You know what I mean? Don't, you know, so don't think you're going to get rich from putting $60 into this thing.
Right.
But that's what it would be, because it's what? It's not daily compounding. It's not weekly compounding. But now look what happens when you get to weekly compounding. Now you're getting to like almost 4 times your money, a little bit less than 4 times, or maybe a little bit more than 4 times your money, right? So yeah, 100 would be 4 times your money, correct? So, so you're getting a little bit more. So that's like 400+% on your return on capital. So now you're getting a little bit farther ahead, right?
That's if you don't put anything else. You just let the 20 packages compound for a year. You don't touch it.
Yep. Now, here's the power of daily compounding. It is almost 6 times your money. You guys get that? Like, so no, like one not really compounding at all, you get like 3 times your money, which is still awesome. Compounding at a weekly pace is like 4 times your money. Compounding on a daily pace is 6 times your money. Who in here, what do you guys want? Do you want 3 times, 4 times, or 6 times your money over a year's time? You know, like which one do you guys want? 10 times, there we go. Now there is a way to get 10 times. I will show you that today too. But for just passive, we're talking passive. No referrals here. No referrals at all. This is like you put money in and you never refer a single soul into this company.
Right.
Okay? All right. Now that means you would have 7 Bitcoin. So you started with 1.5 Bitcoin. Let's just see what that equals in dollars. I'm just curious. So you started with $5,000, 800. And at the end, you've got, now keep in mind, this is your package balance at the end. So in order to get this money, you got to set your withdrawal limit to like 0%. Okay. And then you got to withdraw it over the next 100 days in order to get the money. Okay. But boom. Now that's cool. You know what I mean? Like that's awesome.
Savings account on steroids.
Yeah, exactly. Savings account on steroids. Okay. So anyway, so that's your next milestone, is get to daily compounding. Okay. So you want to start with weekly or daily, you can just start there. Like I know Justin, he just went, bam, I want daily compounding from day one.
Daily compounding is so awesome. I mean, this is you want to get to 100 packages as soon as you can, because this daily compounding, guys, this is like magic.
Yep. All right. So here's my tip on how to get there for you passive people. My tip on how to get there is treat this like a savings account. Don't just buy 20 packages and let it sit. Treat it like a savings account. Treat it like you know, 10% of your income from outside income. So like, for example, if you have a job, take 10% of that, put it into Bitcoin, and put it into USI Tech packages, and make a weekly budget, monthly budget, however often you get paid from your job. Make it a budget to do that. Maybe 10% of any outside income until you hit the 100 milestone. Then once you hit the 100 milestone, you can use your earnings to buy every day. You guys get that? So let's say you start at 20, then do a weekly budget until you can get to 100. And then once you hit 100, then you can just do your earnings. Okay. So that's my recommendation. And even when you get to 100, if you want to just continue to do passive, continue to put money into this. And here's why this calculator is important, that I wanted to show you why this one's a little bit better than USI's. Again, don't sign up here because this is not even our system. Like I tried to use it I signed up and I was like, can I use this system? Like, no, you're not in our downline. I'm like, oh, dang, they're really like, they like even suspended my account. Like it was kind of, wow. So, but you can use it because it's online, so you're fine. But anyway, period of calculation. Let's just do 1 year. This is what I love about this. So you can put your starting point, and then you can have a budget. So let's just start it without a budget real quick, and I'll show you the difference. So you have 20 packages, and it shows you, you know, how many packages you'll have in a year, right? So 185 total packages in a year. Well, if you just did a simple little budget of a weekly budget, okay?
Not even a daily, a weekly.
Yeah, weekly budget. Let's just say you can put $100 a week or $120 a week into this thing. That's like $400 a month or whatever. I mean, that's less than most car payments, you know, like, I mean, a really high car payment, but, or utility. My utility bill last month was like $400 and something, which is kind of crazy. It was really hot. So let's just do 2 packages a week. Okay. I want to show you the difference. So it was 185 with no packages a week. With 2 packages a week, let's go down. Look at that, guys. 612.
It's amazing compared to 100 something, 180 or something.
Right. 612. That's a real world value of, let's just, okay, 612 times 60. 612. Don't all this math stuff, man.
36,000 or something.
Okay, so there we go. So 36,000. So now you've got like 9 Bitcoin, guys, in your USI Tech balance. How cool is that? Like 9. I guess it does show on there. I should have just looked down. I think it shows the Bitcoin. Maybe. I don't know. But anyway, so here's the thing. So you got 612 packages. Okay. Working for you at that point.
36 grand, almost 37 grand. Yeah.
Okay, so you got that working for you at that point, and then you can set a withdrawal at that point. So then you can get into the second part of the strategy. So the first part is just accumulation. So figure out your goal on accumulation. Okay, how many packages you want to get to, and then you get into, once you have that goal, and I'll show you some examples here, and I'll even do the math. I'll show you how I got this math. And this math is actually a little bit off. I need to update it because I was going by $55 on the US packages, even though it's like $60 now, because like euro changed a little bit from USD. So everything's going to vary. But I also want to throw out something that this is counting as if Bitcoin never went up in value. If Bitcoin goes up in value, you even make more money, just so you guys know. So all of this is supercharged if Bitcoin goes up. Okay.
Exactly, because you're earning in Bitcoin, everything, yeah. all the percentages in Bitcoin. So we're just illustrating for the sake of simplicity in US dollars, you know. But take in mind that when the Bitcoin price goes up, it's like you get a raise of 2 times or 3 times on your profits.
Yep. So withdrawal strategy to hit this once you hit your milestone, is you're going to set your rebuy setting to off, even though it doesn't work right now anyway. So it's already off, but you will, if it does end up working eventually, which I think it will by the next event. They're working on the whole new back office. So once it's working, you'll turn it off. And then what you'll do is you'll go in your back office every day, okay, at 7:30 Eastern. That's a good time because they pay at 7 Eastern, right? You're just going to log in. And you're going to copy this balance, okay? You're going to throw it in an online calculator. If it will let me. Oh, it doesn't let me paste. So what was the balance? 1225, okay? So you're going to put, so now it's not 7 Eastern, so I haven't even earned my daily earnings for the day, which is kind of funny. It's already that high. So 1.1225 times 0.3. So that's 30%. Does everybody know what that means? 30%, 0.3. That equals 30%, right? Mm-hmm. So this is what I earned. This is what I withdraw for that day, for today. Now, obviously, my account usually gets to 0.3 before I withdraw. So I usually get to about 0.3 every day, which is about like almost $1,200 a day, you know? So, and I rebuy all my packages on Monday. So Tuesday through Friday is all withdrawal days for me, which is crazy. So I'm withdrawing like $1,200 a day, 100% of my balance every day. But if you do like a daily, if you want to do this daily, you can do it weekly. I do it weekly. So I do all my rebuys on Monday, and then I withdraw the rest of the week. And I'll talk about that here in a minute. But if you want to do it daily, you just do this. So you log in every night at 7:30, and it's fun. It's fun to log in and do this. Like, I don't see how people wouldn't have fun doing this, like doing this calculation. I think it's fun. You know, so I put that in there. Then I click withdrawal.
You pay a little 2% fee for withdrawal, which is very, very small.
Yep. And if you do 30%, if you're only withdrawing 30, you don't even have to do the math. You just have to put the 30% in there because it's way less than your balance. Then you put your Bitcoin wallet. So you go log in, grab your Bitcoin wallet. So I think I have my wallet right here. Yep. On my other document. And then you just get a validation code. And you literally just go get that code. Now I'm actually not going to do it because I want to wait till tonight before I do it. But then I just put that code right here, click withdrawal, and boom, it's going to be in my Bitcoin wallet within probably like 12 to 24 hours.
Boom.
And that's it. And then as soon as that balance, so as soon as you've done that, so you do that first, you withdraw first, you do the fun stuff, right? You withdraw first, then you go to your trusty dashboard, and then you just basically click auto rebuy, boom. It rebuys with 70% of your balance, and you are officially using the passive strategy of 70-30 withdrawal. And why do we do this? So let me explain why we do this, and I'm going to give you guys some goals and some projections to shoot for, income projections. But obviously these aren't guaranteed. They're just based on your goals, okay, and math. Really, this is just math. It's not like, you know, we're not doing anything special here.
Not argue with math.
Yeah, exactly. So, so why do we do 70% rebuy, 30% withdrawal? Well, because we don't want to lose our money. Like, you know, when I talked about, like, if you just withdraw everything, you have to start over every 140 days. Nobody wants to do that. We all agreed that we wanted passive money, right? Well, this 70% rebuy will allow you to be buying more packages than fall off. Does everybody get that? Because like if you calculate it, so if you do the calculation, so you get 140% total, correct? Times that by 70%, it's 98%, okay? But because you're compounding daily, it still grows your account. Like this is 98% if you're withdrawing everything and just putting in, you know, just doing it normal. But normally you want this to be above 100%, but because there's of the daily compounding effect, it works out in your favor and you actually earn more than 98% from the compounding effect. So you actually, your account will always be growing because this will keep your count. Like this is like 100% means you have the same, like for example, let's say you have 100 packages and this says 100% here. You would basically have 100 packages forever. Does everybody get that? Like that means you're rebuying enough packages to have 100 packages forever. Even with the ones that are falling off, you're buying new ones. You see what I'm saying? They're replacing each other. And that means you have 100. But because of the compounding effect, your account is actually earning more than this. So it actually grows, okay, because of the compounding effect. Because you all know we're not just earning 40%. We're earning close to 600% with daily compounding. So with the compounding effect, 70-30 works out to grow your account. So that means you're buying more packages every day than you're losing over the long haul. So this means you can withdraw 30% of your earnings and still have an awesome income.
Make it simple for you guys. You can let's say you know, reinvest over the weekdays and withdraw on the weekends. You know, that will keep the ratio of 70-30. So if you know will have it as a habit, you know, to go and withdraw on the weekends and reinvest on the weekdays, that will keep this ratio working for you again and again and again for months and months and months to come.
Yep. So basically you just need to withdraw 3 days of your earnings every 10 days, and that's a 70-30 split. I personally think it's more fun. I mean, who else thinks it would be more fun to just log in every day and see how much you've earned? I don't know. Like I like the daily, like for me, it's like an addiction. Like every night I log in and I withdraw. Like I literally withdraw money every day. Like if you look in my account and I click on withdraw here, every single day I have a withdrawal to my wallet because it's just fun. It's like, look at this. Like I just withdrew that. That's like pending right now. That was yesterday's withdrawal or last night. I did this last night. Or actually, no, that was today. No, that was last night. Okay. Yeah. Cause it's still pending. So I just withdrew $998 last night. Like, how cool is that, guys? Like, that's to me, that's my money. That's me going to me, my Bitcoin that I just withdrew to my wallet, and it'll get to me within 12 to 24 hours from last night. It's fun. It's fun. And I do that every day. And sometimes I rebuy for partners like this one. Someone sent me a PayPal and I just, boom, put packages in their back office, So the bottom line is, here's some goals, okay?
It's like every time I log in, I see more money there. It's so awesome.
Like it's just like the most addicting thing in the world. I think I log into USI probably like 30 times a day. You know what I mean? Like it's like addiction.
Yeah, I know.
But I've never logged in that much in any company I've ever been in. But so anyway, so I did some calculations, and here I want to teach you how to do the calculation real quick, because this is important, okay? So let's just say
one Bitcoin is 50 euro, guys, okay? Whatever the price of the 50 euro based on Bitcoin, that's the price of one BTC package.
Yep. So right now that price is $60. So like if 50 euros, $60 right now, okay? So with that being said, and yes, you can do 80% or 90%. It's just, I'm just giving you the bare minimum like that you want to do. Like you could do less, but like you don't. Yeah, you could do 100%. You know what I mean? But if you just want it, it's just whatever you want. I just say 70-30 when you get to the point that you want your passive income to, and I'll show you that here in a minute. So here's how you do the calculation. Let's say you want to earn $5,000 a month passive income. That's 1,520 packages, but I want to show you the math, okay? Just so you guys understand the math. So that's 1,520. Let's actually do a different number. Let's do 2,000 even, okay? 2,000. So 2,000 packages. Let's say you have a goal. I want to get to 2,000 packages.
That's my
goal. Right? Let's times that. What is a package worth? $60. Right now, it's worth $60, and in the future, it'll be worth $60 too. That's why I like to do this calculation, because it actually goes. But here's the kicker though. Your package you buy today will actually be worth more than $60 when Bitcoin goes up. Just so you understand. So this calculation is not actually accurate, because once you hit 2,000, your first initial packages are probably going to be worth like 300. You know what I mean? Exactly. So your income is going to be way higher than what I'm showing here if Bitcoin goes up. But we can only go by what we know today, right? So just keep in mind that. All right, so $60. So that's 100. So that means you have $120,000 value in your account. So has everybody got that so far? So when you get to 2,000 packages, you have $120,000 of value in your account of Bitcoin.
Working for you.
Right, that's what's working. So what do you earn on your daily packages? You earn 1%. So you find out what 1% is. So now we're at $1,200 a day in earnings. So when you get to $2,000, you're earning $1,200 a day. Now, how many working days are in a month? Well, it can be, if you average it over a year, it could be like 21 or 22, but I'm just going to say 20 for the sake of, there's 5 days a week, four weeks a month. Okay. So there's 20 working days in a month. So you times 1,200 times 20 working days in a month. So now you're earning $24,000 a month. Now, if you want your account to grow, you withdraw 30% of that. So you times that by 30%. You are making $7,200 a month passive income, and your packages will never go down. Does everybody get that? Because you're rebuying with 70%. Because you're making 24,000, you're actually, so what's this minus 24,000? So you're actually putting in 16,800 back into packages every day or every month. So you're actually putting 16,000 into packages every month. So that's keeping your account above 2,000. Does everybody get that? That's keeping your account, and you're withdrawing 72, but you're actually earning $24,000 a month, but you're actually only withdrawing 72 so that you can maintain your 72 and actually go up from there for life. And as Bitcoin goes up in value, you also make more than that. Like, this number is actually not realistic. More realistic would probably be double this, because your packages you buy today are going to be worth a lot more later. But for the sake of illustration, we're just going to do math. And who would love a $7,200 residual income for life of, you know, just for having 2,000 packages? So how do we get to 2,000 packages? Well, let's do some math here. So let's start with 20. Actually, let's just start with 20. How do we get there in 1 year? Well, let's just keep doing some math. This is why I love this calculator, until we can figure out what'll get us to 2,000. So we're like, let's see. Okay, that's 1,200. We're almost there, right? 1,200. All right, what will get us there? What will get us there? Let's try 7 per week. All right, 1,600. Actually, let's do this. Let's do 5 per week. And let's just do this at 30, starting at 30. Let's see what that does. And you can play around with this until you get to your goal. 1,300, okay.
Mind, guys, this is just without referring anybody. It's like it's without doing any referral activity, without, you know, doing all of that stuff, which we'll get to in a second. It's just purely passively your money working for you.
Okay, so I think we might have found it right there. I think that's close enough. Look at that, guys. In 1 year from now, you can be at $7,000 a month residual income if you come in with 50 packages and you buy 7 per week. So what's 7 per week times 60? So that's about $420 a week. Now that's a little bit pricey. So if it's like you don't want to do that, you just play with these numbers. Or if you want to do 10 per week and you want to start with 20. You know, you just play with the numbers, guys, and figure out a budget. Go get funding. Do whatever you need to do. Look at that. That's 2,300. You know, and that's
about funding. Like the amount of income that you generate from the strategy is far beyond any interest that you'll pay to any loan in the worst case scenario. If they're like the most amount of money out of interest out of this loan, you're still beating that by a lot.
Yep. So the daily compounding, you're going to get there a little bit faster. So you could probably get there with probably like 3 or so. Yep. So that's 1,500. But anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there. Just play with the calculator on your own. But here's some math I've already done. Obviously the 2,000 was like 7,200, right? But I did these are kind of popular numbers. And again, this is actually more because this is based on 55. It's actually $60 per package. But anyway, I'll update the sheet. I just didn't have time to do it today. But 2,500 packages will get you to 8,000. If you want like, you know, more than that, then you just calculate, you just figure out the math.
That's what I think, Mike. You know, people when they start making money, like they cannot keep it to themselves. They're going to share it with other people. Trust me. So
right.
Let's move on to strategy number 2. I think because this is like my most favorite, and this is the most exciting strategy because this involves a little bit of work and that, you know, on your part and effort. But the result of doing that is going to be like 10 times. So, you know, Ready to move on?
Do it. Yeah, let's do it. So for first of all, I want to ask a question to everybody. Who's excited that you can make a residual income without referring anybody?
Without referring anybody.
Right. You guys excited about that? All right, cool. Now, here's what's even more cool. When you do refer, guess what? You get that auto tip on steroids like we were talking about, and it allows you to build up accumulation of packages and the car bonus a lot faster if that's your goal. So this is referral strategy number 2, and this is what my sponsor is doing. Frank Calabro Jr., he's my sponsor, and he is literally doing this strategy. He's just like on a massive rebuy, frenzy. Like basically every single sale he makes, he just clicks rebuy, and he's like, and every day he posts like a picture. He's like, I'm addicted to rebuying. And he's like he's been in the same amount of time I've been in. And he's close to 3,000 packages right now.
3,000 packages.
Yeah, 3,000 packages. In like 4 months.
I'm addicted to rebuying too, because guess what? I know that when I hit this rebuy button, the next day when I log in, I'm going to see a little bit more. And then the next day, a little bit more. It's kind of like every time it's getting more and more and more.
Yeah, and he's addicted to it because he actually doesn't need money. Like he's really wealthy right now. So he's just rebuying packages. He doesn't actually need income. Like for me, I lost my entire income. So I actually wanted an income. So I do referral strategy number 3, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. But this is really simple, and I'll just go through this one quick, and I want to get to number 3. But this one's easy. Same rules. Buy as many as you can in the beginning. Right now, this is actually the requirement if you want to get paid on 12 levels. Right, but in October, that's going to go away. But right now, in order to unlock 12 levels, you need to buy the Forex license. So you want to do that as soon as possible. Technically, you don't need it until you have 3 frontline that have 12 packages. But, man, this thing is so awesome. Like, most people get 20 to 100, you know. So this is not hard at all, But anyway, so the next one, rebuy setting. Now, this is important. I want you guys to understand. Rebuy setting on or just auto rebuy on your own manually until you have these milestones. You guys got that?
So you want to starting with 20 already, you'll already hit this first milestone, so you're good there.
Exactly. So but the cool thing about referring is I know some people who actually, if you refer people and they buy packages, you can buy packages from those referral earnings. So there's one person I know, and I don't recommend this. I recommend everybody putting their money where their mouth is, doing what, you want your team to do. But I actually do know one person that has like 100 plus packages right now who started with 0. Like, how funny is that? Like, he started with 0 packages. He just referred people and used referral earnings to buy packages. Like,
guys, if you're listening right now, like, I don't have any money or resource or whatever, like, be creative, because, your creativity, like, you can start with 0, literally, and you can go to 100 packages just by your hard work. Now, I want to address this real quick. The Forex license. Now the company has been doing the Forex. That's where they got their all start, and they have a software that they developed over the last 8 years that's been profitable on any account, and getting like 12 or something like that % per month. Now, in the past, it was and still is to this moment right now that you need to buy a Forex license to qualify for 12 levels Uniline. Those 3% on the second level, third level, and 1%, basically 35% of the compensation. You have to buy that and have 3 frontline with each 12 BTC packages. Now, in October next month, or coming, by the end of the month, it will no longer be a requirement. They're going to remove the Forex license requirement there, and you only need to have 3 team members, personals, that have 25 BTC packages each, and it will qualify you for the whole 12 levels. And if you have 3 people with 12 BTC packages each, it will qualify you for the 3 levels. So just keep it in mind. You know, I recommend when you get started, start with 25 BTC packages if you can right away, you know, because that will teach your people as well to start with 25, and you'll automatically be qualified to earn commissions on the whole 12 levels of the compensation.
Yep, exactly. And I will say that this license, it will be worth your purchase even in the future. It just won't be required. I have mine activated, and I funded it, and it's already gotten me, I think the absolute gain has been 7% this month so far and 12% total. So it's actually working on my fiat currency. But what's cool is they have a Forex background. So it's, you know, they actually did Forex before Bitcoin. But anyway, so that will still be a product available to buy. It just won't be required to buy. But right now it's required to buy. So that's why I put it in this referral strategy, because you plan on referring people, you might want to get paid on the 12 levels. Does that make sense to everybody? But yeah, just follow the new rules if you don't want the Forex. But I actually like the Forex personally. So same milestones. Don't need to talk about that. But there's 2 more milestones, okay? 2 more milestones on this strategy. Number 2. Third milestone is 2,000 packages from commission rebuys. Okay? So from your commissions from referral earnings, you want to be rebuying packages, because once you hit 2,000, you get a car bonus for 800 euros a month. 800 euros a month. Okay? That is huge. Like if you look at euros to USD, that's like $915 a month car payment. Like that's like the best car you can find, you know what I mean? Like, or one of the best.
Yeah. That's definitely one of the best. 800 euros per month, yeah.
Yep. So you want to get your packages to 2,000. That's why Frank, he's just been crazily, and he's already earned this bonus. He's already got to the 2,000. He's actually going for 5,000 now. And when you get to 5,000, 1,600 euros per month, like that's crazy. Euro to USD. Like check this out, 1,600 euros to USD. That's like
the bonus. Just the bonus.
That's $1,800 a month car payment.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like that's like.
Who wants to? Let me know right now. Put in the chat box. Let me know right now. Who wants to hit that car bonus? Who want to get to 2,000 BTC packages and earn like crazy? Plus, get a car bonus.
Right, and that is just with commission rebuys. So you got to get there through commission rebuys. Only 1,000 of these, or no, I think it's 2,500 of these can be purchased from your outside wallet. Rebuys don't count from inside your 1% earnings, so you have to actually buy from either your outside wallet or commissions. So commissions from downline.
Bob is ordering his Lambo right now.
But this is huge. This is what my sponsor's doing. He's hitting it at a rapid rate within 4 or 5 months, because he doesn't really need the money. He doesn't need a withdrawal, so he's just rebuying like crazy, right? 100%. 100% of referral commissions, 100% of 1% earnings. You know what I mean? He's just going nuts, you know, and that's a strategy. That's why I put it in this, because it is a strategy. And basically, once you hit one of the 2,000 or 5,000 package milestones, now you can start your 70-30. You see that? So we've already talked about the 70-30, but now you can start it. So that's pretty cool. This is an income projection once you hit to that point, not a guarantee, but this is an income projection. It actually will probably be more, because you're buying Bitcoin at a premium right now. $16,000 a month.
I'm thinking 6,000 euros if we were going to be.
Yeah. So 16,500 euros a month or whatever for 5,000 packages, right?
That's a 30%. That's a 30% withdrawal. Keep in mind.
Yeah. So you're only withdrawing 30% of your earnings. That's 16,000 passive. That is not counting your referral commissions. I want you guys to get this. Once you get to 5,000, like think about this. Once you get to 5,000 packages from referral commissions, Do you think your referral commissions are going to be higher than your passive income?
Heck yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely
Like,
crazy.
I'm not even like, I don't even know what mine's at right now, but I definitely don't have 5,000 packages from referral commissions. You know what I mean? Like, even in my whole entire team, there's 14,000 packages in my whole entire team purchased. So, you know what I mean? Like, I only have 305. So, like, imagine, and I have 288 from commission rebuys. So think about this. You have 5,000 from commission rebuys, and right now I'm to the point I'm withdrawing $1,200 a day from referral commissions. Imagine when you have 5,000 of these things. Like, your referral commissions will probably be 50,000 plus a month plus your 16 when you get to this point. You guys get what I'm saying?
Like that's going to be, I think that at 5,000 packages, like 50K per month is like a bare minimum, because by the time you do that, first of all, the price of Bitcoin, I'm not even talking about that, but you know, when you qualify for those bonuses, you know, and double car bonus, etc., from your referrals, you know, you're going to have a big team, and it's going to be way more than that. I'm just, you know, just saying. I think this guy that had 28 Bitcoins in balance that you were talking about had about 5,000 something packages there.
Yep.
And
he just barely. So I will say, all the people who have maxed out the comp plan, they're just barely hitting their 5,000 car bonus.
Yeah, I would say at 5,000, you have a high chance to hit a $300,000 per month. But even if you don't hit 300,000, would you be okay with 100 or 150,000 a month passive income?
Yep. Yeah, and I don't want to like give like income projections here, because like it's like we don't know. But guys, just think about it. If every person who's maxed out the comp plan right now is earning $300,000 in Bitcoin a month, and their account just barely hit 5,000 packages, you know, it's like,
yeah,
you're probably going to max the plan out if you go for 5,000. I'll just be honest with you. You probably will max the account if you shoot for 5,000 commission rebuys. I'll just say it, you know, and it's not a guarantee, but you probably will. I just don't want to promise that. Yeah. But 2,000, you'll be at about this much passively, 6,600 passively euros. And then easily another 20,000 on top of that.
Mike. Euros and dollars is a big difference.
Right. Yeah. Cool. So that's basically the bottom line, guys, on that. Now, this is the one I'm using right now. So this is for like people who don't really need money like immediately, or you can do a hybrid of the two. Okay. Like, for example, I suggested Justin kind of do a hybrid. He's doing like a 50-50 split right now. So he's doing 50% on strategy 2 and 50% on strategy 3 type of thing, because he's just starting out, and then we'll kind of adjust from there. You know what I mean? So he's doing a hybrid of the two right now, but you know, once he's in about a month, we'll see where his earnings are, and then he can pick which strategy he wants to go from there. But you could do a hybrid of anything we're talking about, guys, but this is the one I'm currently doing. And this one is one I like the best because I actually wanted an income right now. Like some people, like Frank, he doesn't need any money. He has like 1 million income streams. I was so focused on one income stream for 5 years that I lost it all. So, you know, I wanted another income stream coming in to my bank account. You know what I mean? So this is it. And this is this. And you can do that with this company if you're not in a hurry for the car bonus. Okay. If you're in a hurry for the car bonus, then just forget this one, okay? But anyway, so what you do, same rules, yada, yada, yada. I don't need to talk about those. Get to 100 as fast as possible. Then once you're at 100, so this is where this strategy goes into play. Once you're at 100, you manually want to rebuy enough to keep your account growing as if you had it set to 100%. So let me show you how I do that. I think I need a Google Drive. Let me just show you. And this is actually a good exercise for you guys to go through. This is how I calculate, because you can do it by packages, but it's inaccurate because you're buying Bitcoin. Because each package has its own value. So let me show you this. So like, for example, 305, if you, on the outside surface, you're probably thinking, okay, 305 times $60. You're thinking my account value is worth 18,300, right? That's on the outside surface. You think my account is worth $18,300. And that's what I'm earning Bitcoin. That's what I'm earning 1% on. Technically, that's not. So if I were to go by this, my strategy, 100% rebuy, would be, so 0.01, that's $183 divided by 60. So that's buying 3 packages a day, right? So 3 per day. If you're looking at it on the outside surface, 3 per day, what's that per week? 3 times 5, 15 per week. So you would think I need to buy 15 per week on the outside surface. So that's one way you can calculate your account. So in this case, on Monday, I would buy 15. Tuesday through Friday, I withdraw everything else. You guys get that? So Monday, buy 15. The rest of the week, withdraw 100% of my earnings. Okay? That's how I'm doing it. But I get my calculation different because I actually want this to be accurate, because I want my account to truly grow 100%. So what I do is I get a spreadsheet like this. I go into my USI back office. I click packages, because this is more accurate, just to be honest with you guys. This is way more accurate. It takes a little bit of work. You got to basically click on a couple buttons like this. Okay, so I can just click, maybe there's 2 clicks there, 3 clicks, because I went to packages. I had to click that button and then click 500. So I'm almost like I'm getting my work, my work in for the day. It's a lot harder than CrossFit. So go over here, copy this, and paste it into a spreadsheet. And then right here, I got to move this one over because it's in the wrong column. And I just delete everything else. So I don't need any of this crap. I don't need any of this crap. All I need is this column, and it doesn't calculate because it has that dang little space and BTC there. I'm like, what the heck? So what you do, you go to find and replace. So you're like, hold on, tools, edit, find and replace. Then I do a space BTC, replace all. Done. Now I've got my calculator. Trusty, just go down and highlight that. And then go to, there's like a sum button, but on the bottom corner.
Is all the commissions in total, or this for just the...
All right. So you guys see that? This is how much Bitcoin I have in my packages.
Nice.
So you see that? So like right here, this is the column that says amount, not the payout. You don't want payout. You don't want this one. You don't want that one. You want amount. You want that column, amount. That's how much Bitcoin I have in my account. So I have 5.73, which is 5.73. So it's just 22,360. Do you see how this number is not accurate? That 18,000? It's actually 22,600 or 22,360 is what my account is worth right now. So that could be inaccurate. I would be buying, so I was only buying 3 per day, when in reality I should be buying, more, because my account has more Bitcoin in there than my packages. So technically I should be buying, so let's see, times by 0.1. I have another calculator, so you're not seeing that on my screen, but divide that by 60. So I should be buying 4 packages a day. I just rounded up, 4 per day. So that's 20 per week. But I was only buying 15 per week in that other scenario, so I was actually buying less than I should be. So I do this method. You don't have to do this. You guys are welcome to calculate it, but do you guys see how this is more accurate? Because I'm actually finding the Bitcoin I have, because this is what we earn. We don't earn dollars, guys. We earn Bitcoin. I'm earning on 5.7 Bitcoin every day. I'm not earning on 305 packages. You guys get that? I'm earning on Bitcoin, not packages. So each package, as you can see, is a different amount.
Each 100 packages, basically, you buy 5. So you have 300 packages, you buy additional 15 to 20 packages per week, and the rest you're withdrawing.
Yep. So if you just want to do simple calculation, 300 equals 3, but my 300 equals 4 because I have more, because I bought Bitcoin when it was lower price. See what I'm saying? So that's why I do the Bitcoin method. You don't have to do that, but here's what this equals, okay? Me doing this, it allows me, and then you can also buy more on top of that if you want. That's totally up to you. But right now, so basically every 100 is 5 per week, okay? That's an easy calculation. 300 is 15. And like I just showed you, I'm doing 20, okay? So I'm doing 20 because I have 300 and I have more Bitcoin in my account. Now you can do more than that. You can do a hybrid like some other people are doing. But here's what this equals in income. So I just talked about that right here. So 20 versus 15. So here's my new formula. And so far with a team of 1,000, this is at the time I did this thing, I was earning $600 per day with a team of 1,000. Guess what? I have a team of 2,000 now and I'm making $1,200 a day from this. How funny is that? Like, isn't that awesome? And I'm literally withdrawing. So just with this strategy alone, so like today, for example, I bought, so if I'll go over to withdrawal, or no, yesterday, right? Not today. So yesterday, I did this rebuy. So I bought almost $1,200. So that's about right. So $1,200 is what? 20 packages, correct?
Yep.
So bottom line is yesterday I bought my 20 for the week. And tonight, boom, I'm withdrawing. I actually withdrew already once too, already. I did that. So here's the funny thing. So I rebought with 0.29, right? And I withdrew last night.
Yeah, so it's like 0.5 Bitcoin. Yeah, it was in one day.
I actually made about half a Bitcoin technically yesterday.
$2,000 per day.
Right.
Well, the cool part, Mike, you know what, is the next day, the next week, and the next several weeks you're going to log in, it's just going to keep growing and growing. You cannot stop this because like people are excited to make money and they are seeing it happening in front of their eyes. So yeah.
So let me kind of let me just kind of bring all this together with the strategies. So if you want income now, what you do is you rebuy with your earnings. This is basically what it's doing. So I'm taking my package earnings, I'm rebuying with my package earnings, and I'm withdrawing my referral earnings. Does everybody get that? So I'm withdrawing referral earnings, I'm rebuying with 1% earnings, and I'm just doing that to earn money now. Okay? If you don't want to earn money right now, then you just rebuy everything, okay? And just grow your account, get that car bonus, max out the comp plan. You know what I'm saying? Just go crazy. If you want to just sit back and do nothing, don't refer, and just put money in, then I suggest you go through the funding video. You fund it with like as much as you can, do some calculations here, figure out your income goal, and just go from there and do it there. And I am 100% confident. I am 100% confident that this company is going to stick around. Like in most companies, I would say, you know, I'm so confident, you know, but with this one, me being actually went to Vegas and I actually met the owner. I'm actually going to London and Spain next week. Next week, I'm going to Spain. And I'm going to meet.
You're going to Spain because you earned a trip to Spain. You qualified.
Yep. So I qualified for the Morocco Spain trip from USI Tech within my first month in the company, which is funny because they were doing that promotion for like 6 months or something. But I won it my first month in the company, and I won it, and I'm going there, and it's the top 150 people. So I'm going to be able to do videos of the top 150 people. I'm going to be hanging out with the owners. And then I'm going to London, the 1-year event, and I'm going to hang out with the owners again. But these people are real. They're real. This is a real company. And, you know, like some people might say like, oh, it looks like a Ponzi, right? It looks like a Ponzi scheme because they're paying like 1% a day or whatever. How do they get that money? Well, in other things, that's a legitimate argument. Like, yeah, if someone's selling advertising and paying you 100% a day or 1% a day, if they're selling advertising, like where's the money coming from? Coming from new members buying advertising, right? It's not coming from outside revenue. With Bitcoin, guys, there's traders that make 4 to 20% a day. You know what I'm saying? On the money. There's traders. There's mining that makes money. There's arbitrage where you buy from one exchange and sell to another. Like guy on our team, he's buying 2 to 8 Bitcoin every day and he's selling it on local Bitcoins every day for a markup of 4 to 5 or 5%. So he's making 5% a day on his money. 5% a day on his money. He's buying 8 Bitcoin a day and he's selling it 8 Bitcoin a day on local Bitcoins right now, making 5% a day on his money.
Yeah.
So how can they pay us? They pay us with that. It's a real company. It's here to stay. And I put my 100% endorsement on it. After I got back from that event, I was pumped up. I was like, you know what? I'm in this thing. I'm going to be promoting it. And that's what we've been here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm on this webinar. That's why I'm here to stay. And I'm here to support. So if you have any questions of me, feel free to reach out.
Yeah, you know, I didn't even expect, you know, that it will happen that fast in just a couple of months that I'm going to get you 336 packages. And my goal is to get you 2,000 as soon as possible, hit the car bonus and just basically create a lifetime residual income from here. And just logging in today, like 0.2 Bitcoins that I generated from this morning. It's pretty awesome how this company works and pays out. And I'm excited, guys, to first of all to support you all guys with everything that you are doing, that we have inside our Bitcoins Falls Club. And I gotta tell you, I'm flying to London as well. I'm going to meet Mike there in London, USI event. We're going to meet the owners. I'm going to meet the owners for the first time. Mike already met the owners. And you can see they're very transparent and, you know, they share what they're doing. And a couple of facts, you know, from the last event, Mike, like we had 140,000 members growing by 2,000 members per day. So that will put it on about 200,000 members approximately inside USI Tech as of today, 200,000 members. And they paid out about like from about $320 million. That was last month. I think they've done much more than that. From the $320 million that they have bought, the BTC packages, they paid out $102 million, right, to the affiliates, to the field, and that was last month. So those stats are not correct for today, September, which is way more, and it's worldwide at 65 countries, and you know, it's something that they like. I heard from Horst Jicha, the manager of the company. He said by next year, by October next year, literally a year from now, they're planning to be a $6 billion company, guys. A $46 billion company doing it worldwide, like growing like crazy. They are going like crazy right now. But imagine what will happen a year from now, guys. That will be a totally different ball game. And you're watching this right now, you are at a big advantage because you're getting this information now rather than later, and you can take advantage of it, and you can create for yourself a nest egg that will support you, a golden goose. You know, that's what I call it. Bitcoin, like it's an asset. You go and grow it inside your wallet, have 100, 200, 300 Bitcoins in your wallet, and you'll be set. You'll be set. You can travel. You can be free. You will never ever have to, you know, work another day of your life with that kind of a nest egg having on. So I want to ask you guys how excited you are to hit that mark of $30,000 per month. Like, do you see the light at the end of the tunnel? Now with those 3 strategies that we share right now, like I want you guys to type in the chat box, yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that how I can get that to $20,000, $30,000 per month. That is not something, pie in the sky, something that is not attainable. I am seeing myself there that this is me. I am doing this and I'm going to have a nest egg in Bitcoins. I'm going to have a golden goose. I'm going to have this gold sitting in my wallet and allow me to live a totally freedom lifestyle, because you can buy whatever you want to buy, guys, with Bitcoins, right? You can have a debit card and you can travel to Thailand, wherever you're traveling, go to any local Bitcoin ATM machine, put in the card there, and boom, you have cash in the local currency right there to go and spend. So you're basically free, to do whatever you want and have this passive income coming in. That's what I'm most excited about, is that I'll be traveling like crazy next year, with that kind of freedom. So I have a bunch of people here: Amy, Rukia, MC, Barbara saying I am, John Selhead. Yeah, yes. I mean, a lot of people are excited and pumped up about this opportunity. So this is amazing, guys, and hopefully you kind of got a very good glimpse. We broke it down, I think, in a very, very detailed way. To a point where everybody kind of understands what the strategy you want to take with this business and how do you want to build it up, whether it's strategy 2 or 3 or 1, or maybe a hybrid between strategy 2 and strategy 3, whatever you want to build it up, you can mix it up kind of and go as you go. But I'm telling you guys that if you commit to this process, if you commit to this company, to this income stream, and you build it up, you're going to be very glad that you did. Your bank account and your family will thank you for it. So I see you're sharing the document, guys. Inside Bitcoin's Pulse Club system, I'm going to have it available for you. Just want to let you guys real quick know that inside our system, we have, under passive profits, we have a section on USI Tech. So what you want to do inside the system, you log in, and there's going to be a button there to click on Get Started. It's right here. Click here to register your USI Tech account. And I even created this slideshow right here that you can go through step by step. It will walk you through exactly how to get started. After you click there, you register your account, you have an email, you activate your account, you set up a new password, then you fill out your profile information, then you basically choose your username inside the system, then you verify. Very important to verify, right, Mike? To verify your account so that you upload your picture, your proof of residence. They are making sure they comply with all the know your customer and laws and regulations. So make sure that you upload that photo, ID, and residential address validation photo. Then you click on shop right there, and it's really breaking them down. And click on purchase. That it will have 5 different options. So you can either buy from available BTC balance, which means you're rebuying. You can buy from available commission balance, which means euros. That's the Forex side of things. What you want is you want to have the BTC wallet. That's the most common one. Or when you rebuy, that's available BTC balance. Or you just click on the rebuy button to make it simple. But BTC wallet, don't pay attention to pay for you or Payza. Just click on the BTC wallet. Then choose the amount of packages. I recommend to start with 25. If you can start with 100, start with 100 to allow you to daily compounding. Then it will have a timer for 10 minutes. It will show you the grand total. So you need to send the exact amount of Bitcoin that you see here on the screen to this Bitcoin address that it will show. So whatever wallet you're using, Exodus, Mycelium, you just copy this just as a regular transaction. And after about a couple of minutes, you're going to have, you'll wait for one confirmation. After it got confirmed, they'll send you an email. After about 2-4 hours, it can take a little longer than that, that your package is bought, that it's okay. And after that, you just copy the username that you see under advertisement link. And what you do is you stick it inside the system right here in the field. You grab and copy this username and you plug it into the field and you click on save. And that's it. That's all that you need to do inside the system. And then once you refer people to to Bitcoin Swells Club and using any of our funnels that are available for you, all of those people will get credited to you because you saved this username, not save the entire link, just save the username part, click on save, and everything will be credited to you. Just wanted to point out this real quick for you guys so you take full advantage of this. And now we have a time for Q&A. So what questions do we have, Mike?
Yeah, so I also want to say one other thing too, and it's important that you go into your back office and log in to buy USI Tech, because that's what actually tags you to your sponsor. Vitaly did an awesome job creating that system. So, it's important that you actually log into your back office and then click on USI and then make sure your sponsor's name shows up. And then that way you're tagged to your sponsor, and then people will do the same for you. You know what I mean? So you definitely want to do it from that avenue and make sure everybody gets credit fairly across the board.
Exactly. Well, whoever referred you to Bitcoin Swells Club, that's when you just log in inside the system and click on that button inside. That's how you're going to be working with your sponsor. And we are all a team. All of us are one team. So we are going to support you wherever. So don't sponsor shop and don't do any of that stuff. Just go inside the system, plug in your account, click on that link inside, and join, and we'll be working all together. So if you have any questions, type it in the chat. Any questions you guys have, type it in the chat. I did see one that I can answer, and he was asking about the Forex license. Do we need to buy it? And we already answered that, but I will say right now, if you're building a team and you do know you have some leaders underneath you, then I would buy it. I would buy the Forex license, and I would get 3 people with 12 packages frontline, because then that'll guarantee you get paid on your team, because there's no guarantee when the new qualification's coming out. Like they said they're going to announce when it is in October 28th or something, like at the London event or whatever date that is. What they're announcing?
Yeah, they're announcing when the new qualifications will come in place.
Okay,
so that doesn't mean it will be in place. It means they're announcing when it will be in place, right? So we don't even know like how long that'll be. It could be a month. It could be like starting at the end or the beginning of the year. So right now the qualifications are 3 with 12 frontline, and those 12 can be from, new purchases, rebuys, or even you could put it in their account. You know what I mean? Like if you're just like desperate and you're like, man, I need one more person to have one more package and I'm losing like $1 million in commissions. Just buy a package, partner buy, you know what I mean? Put it in someone's account. But you see what I'm saying? Like doesn't matter how the packages get there. It's just that they're there, right? So that was one question I saw. Another one, have you compared this to other non-MLM Bitcoin mining systems? Okay, so that's a good question. Yes, there's other Bitcoin mining things out there that are maybe not be MLM or whatever, but the amount of money you make with a non-MLM is very, very minimal. All it is a passive opportunity. That's it. So like those incomes that we just showed you, you can kiss that out the window with those, because you're basically, you put money into a mining operation. Most mining contracts will pay you maybe all of your money back within 6 months to a year. Right? So you get your money back within 6 months and maybe make some profit after a year. But that's it. That's it. There's no 10% referral earnings. There's no $1,200 a day withdrawal. There's no car bonus. There's no, you know what I'm saying?
I gotta tell you guys that a lot of the mining companies are scams. You gotta be careful of those that offer you cloud mining and all of that kind of stuff and referral based. You got to be careful with those two. But yeah, there is nothing like what is being paid here in USI Tech. And what I'm excited about upcoming London event in the following months is that they're actually going to announce a new product inside USI Tech. We don't know what it is yet, but from what I heard, the rumors from the man itself that runs the company, that is going to basically double the profits without adding any additional effort. So for the same effort that you're already put in, you're going to earn double the profits. Who is excited about that? I don't know exactly what it is yet, but we are going to find it out in October next month, and it's going to be terrific. Like, people are super excited about that. So the future is bright, guys. Like I told you, next year in October, they are planning to have like $4 to $6 billion, in this company. So yeah, it's super exciting. We have a guy asked here about proof of trading, and I think we've already covered that. You want to touch on this?
Yeah, so here's what's cool, and what I like about USI Tech is most people say, well, they're not showing proof of trading, or whatever it may be. And yes, that's true. Like in other companies that have gone out of business, they didn't show proof of trading, right? But they also left out the fact that they didn't show who the owners were. They weren't doing live events. They weren't, willing to shake your hand and be in the same room as you, right? They weren't, transparent on their background. Like, for example, you have the 4 ownership names and their background. Like they started in Forex. They were successful in Forex. They have all the proof of trading in Forex because you're allowed to give proof of trading in Forex, because it has like the FX Blue, where it actually shows you like accounts, whereas like you can't actually log into someone's account because that's illegal in the Forex market, but you can actually show like outside proof with it. So it's really easy, but they have that like a 10-year track record in trading, right? A 10-year track record in trading. And when they started the Bitcoin packages, they hired out this contract to a third-party company for the trading part. That's just one part of their operation, right? And then it was an NDA, so they couldn't tell, who the company owners are. And then when everybody started asking, well, give us proof of trading, give us proof of trading, they were stuck. They were stuck in this NDA. So that is why they're launching the new product in October, where I think, and don't quote me on this, but you know how the Forex account, like just so you guys know, do you know how the Forex account works? Does anybody know how that works? You actually have a third-party broker where you see the trades yourself. Like it's a third-party broker that's not USI Tech. Like you can go to any other, like MT4 platform or whatever and plug it into one of the brokers is Pure Market. You can use Pure Market Broker with any Forex trader or any robot, okay, on the market. Like any Forex account or anything you're doing, you can use Pure Market Broker to hold your funds. Well, the way the Forex product works is you install the robot and it trades for you. Well, I think, and again, don't quote me on this because like I don't actually know for sure, but I kind of see like hints and stuff like that. It's going to be another something similar to that, but in the crypto world. So there will never be needing any of these questions that we're getting, like, well, where's proof of trading? Well, it'll be in your Pure Market. It'll be in your broker account. That's where your proof will be. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how the Forex product has worked. That's how the new product, I believe, is going to work. The BTC package, they were just stuck with an NDA, so they couldn't actually show the BTC trading part of that. But to me, the most important thing rather than proof of trading is, are the company owners held accountable for their company? All those other companies that have gone out of business that didn't show proof of trading, they all went out of business. Guess what? Those company owners are on the beach with pina coladas. If USI did that same thing, they wouldn't be having pina coladas. They'd be, in the shower with some guy dropping the soap. I don't know. Like, it's like they'd be in prison. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be in prison. Like, that's not an ideal situation. You know what I mean? Like, that to me is like, that shows that they are, like, for example, yeah, John, Jetcoin, where is the owners?
There's a ton of them.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the owners? Like, where are they at? They're on the beach with pina coladas.
That's what
I'm saying. Like that's the problem with these companies. Like with USI, you actually know who owns them. They are held accountable if this is a scam. You see what I'm saying? They're held accountable. So when I actually met them in person and I asked about the proof of trading, and he's like, yeah, we're actually under NDA with the contract on the Bitcoin mining package. So they actually, they can prove it to like lawyers and stuff, but they can't prove, and the SEC lawyer that they hired at the last event has verified that the Bitcoin package is a Bitcoin package and is able to be sold in the United States. They verified the Bitcoin package and they verified the Forex product for the USA, and they verified both products, and they're both legitimate products to be sold in the USA. That doesn't mean they're SEC approved, because it's actually not even under SEC, but they do have an SEC lawyer. And those of you who watched those YouTube videos on that, they showed the lawyer name. I think his name is Hart David or something like that. Something like that. It's like this big firm in the USA, yeah. And they were able to confirm the product. Does that make sense? Like, they can't do it because of the NDA, but they were able to confirm that it's an actual product that's able to be sold.
And I think they're developing
that's all I need to know.
Right. Their own cryptocurrency trading software, and they are going to be not under NDA when they release that, and they'll have more transparency when it comes to this. And I agree with you, Mike. With everything, how transparent they are, and their events that organized, like you have to look them in the eye. You need to see that this company has been around for a long time, way longer than they launched the BTC package. And
yeah, I do want to mention that one last thing too. Like, everyone's comparing USI to other companies. It actually should be the other way around, because USI launched before every single Bitcoin company that has gone out of business this year. Every single one. They launched last year. Like, USI launched the official USI Tech brand October of 2016. Every Bitcoin company you know about right now that went out of business has been come and gone after that date. Yep. That has to say, so everyone should be comparing themselves to USI. It shouldn't be the other way around. You shouldn't be like, that USI kind of looks like this other thing. Well, that other thing launched after USI. You know what I mean? Like, that has something to be accounted for as well. And it's definitely here. I'll just say it is a legit company from what I've seen, and you don't have to worry about that part. So
yeah, I'm excited. I'm pumped up. This is so exciting to be a part of something that can change so many people's lives. When you do the math, and we've done a lot of math today, maybe your head is a little hurting right now from all the math that we've been doing. But the bottom line is, guys, when you tap into compound interest, that's what they're allowing you to do with their 5 days a week earnings. And when you spread this message with the word, it's not really hard, guys. I mean, when you show people what they can do inside this company, whether you're doing totally passively or put in some effort, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Like, people see that their money will be working for them. And if you want to be wealthy, you want to have a savings and investment strategy. And this is the best investment strategy that you can have right now. You have a Bitcoin working for you, and you have Bitcoin that is growing for you. I mean, what can be better than this? It's like steroids, like savings account and investments on a steroid. It's the best investment that I ever made. It's really awesome. And
it's legal. It's legal. It's not like you take steroids in football. It's like illegal. You take steroids here on AutoShip, right? AutoShip steroids. It's actually legal here. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, we are not going to discuss, Jeanette, some other programs here right now. Let's focus on USI Tech. If you have something specifically for USI Tech questions, then now's the time to ask before we close it down. And from everything that you are learning, if you're new to Bitcoin, then get educated about this, because Bitcoin is changing the way that people do business and money, and you want to have as many Bitcoin as possible right now before the price is going to jump to 10,000 and 20,000 and 50,000. Now is the time to acquire as much Bitcoin as you can, because it's getting scarce, more scarce and more scarce. There is not enough Bitcoin to go around. You know, in 10 years from now, in 2032, 99% of all Bitcoin is going to be created, and they will spend the rest 100 years to create the last 1%. So that alone will tell you, should tell you, you know, the price of Bitcoin is going up. So when you, that's why people are so excited to learn legitimate ways how they can grow their wealth in Bitcoins. And this is definitely one of those strategies that you should take very seriously and run with it, you know, because it's awesome, and it just works. And when it works, it works. You know, you don't need to convince too much here in this business. You just need to show what is possible, and you'll be golden. And you'll be able to use this training that we've just done to share with your people and spread the message, and have them, you know, watch this and make their own decisions here. But who is excited? I want you like drop in a comment right now. Who is excited? Who is all in? Who is ready to run? Who is ready to rock and roll? Who is ready to make this happen for 2018? Who wants to be a crypto millionaire? Who wants to be a crypto millionaire by 2018? Say, that's me. You know, I want to
I do see one last question, and then I'm going to head off for you guys. But I do think this is a good one. And someone asked, have you successfully withdrawn cash from your account? And the answer is lots of it. Lots and lots of cash. Like I said, I replaced my income with this company. I replaced it. Okay. Completely replaced my income that I built up for 5 years and within a few months. And I have withdrawn not only Bitcoin, but I've also used that Bitcoin and put it in my bank. I've also put it on my Visa debit cards. I've actually used it to buy paint at Home Depot yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Like, I have withdrawn, and it does work. And that's the bottom line. So I'm excited about this. You guys can do
about 27 grand currently, and you know, by the time you're watching this next month, that'll be way higher. So I'm super excited. Like, those numbers is making my head spin. You know, what withdrawing a Bitcoin a day, like Frank does, that's huge. That's huge. And you deserve it. And you know, you're in the right place in the right time. So I don't see any more questions, guys. I think that I see, you know, people bought packages. Danielle bought 53 new packages. That's awesome. Congratulations. Excited for you. And yeah, everybody who bought their packages already, congratulations. Everybody who is going to get their packages, you know, as ASAP here, congratulations. In fact, let me guys know who is going to buy packages either today or this week, or you're going to make plans to buy BTC packages, you know, sometime this month, or your intention is. Let me know. I'm going to buy with your community, buy packages and make things happen here and run with us. Or if you already bought packages, let us know, and we're going to kind of feature you here. Donna says next week. Gideon says ASAP. He wants to buy another 1,000. Awesome. Galaxy S6 Edge Plus, I don't know where it is. What's your name? But he's thinking very seriously about pulling the trigger today. Awesome. La Chundra says this week. Awesome. Amy, apply for a loan to buy a package today. Awesome. Lisa, I'm committed to buy packages ASAP. Ifiano says few this week. Christy, today or tomorrow. Martin Robey says this week. Tanya says me. Lots and lots and lots of people. Awesome, guys. that is amazing. It shows your commitment, and you know, it's something that you'll be glad you did. And I'm so thankful, Mike, that you showed me this business a couple months ago. I think I got started a couple days after you. So we are going
You're
to
my second. You're my second sign up. I had one sign up before you, but yeah, you're my second sign up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it's going to be fun to run with you this this coming months and the next year. And I'm excited for everybody who is inside USI Tech, who is inside Bitcoin's Walls Club, and who is committed to growing their wealth in Bitcoins. We are going to take everything to the next level. So thank you for being here on this webinar and showing up for this marathon session of 2 hours. It shows that you are hungry for freedom and you want this very badly, and it will reward you. Like, you're staying here the whole time and having all of those bearing all of those calculations that Mike did. If you stay throughout this whole thing, either you love math or or you love freedom, or both, you know. In any case, it shows your commitment, and congratulations for being here. That's awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next trainings, and to be working alongside with you. If you have any more questions, we always have our group. And of course, you can reach out to your sponsors for any help. And with that being said, any last sentence, guys? Like, or somebody, like a word of encouragement or something that what you wish everybody.
Yeah, sure. I mean, just guys, get started. Nothing will happen without swinging the bat, right? I mean, how much do you make in USI if you don't buy any packages? Zero. So at least get 1 to 5, even if you're on a budget. Like if you're like, oh man, I don't have a lot, I don't have the 20, or I don't have the 100. Get one, and just refer people to it. Send people to Bitcoin Wealth Club. Send people to whatever this presentation inside that system. Yeah, and just start getting some referrals. Get some referrals coming in. You can use those referral commissions to buy packages. Don't just get discouraged by lack of money. Lack of money is just a lack of ideas. Exactly. Lack of money is just a lack of ideas. We have funding options. You have lots of options. Like, when I was first getting started, because I didn't have any credit, I was like, well, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? And I found out that my PayPal had like a working capital thing based on my income in PayPal. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do that, and then I did that, and I was able to buy packages, so it's like, you just got to come up with some ideas. Like, think about outside the box. Just get in, and really, you don't make any money here. Like, the beauty of this system is you make money just by owning packages. So that's the first step, buy packages. The second step is refer others. And the third step is, collect the paycheck, or the Bitcoin check, whatever you want to call it, and then go from there. So I'm just excited for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions ever. I'm an open book. I'll be in the groups, and have a great day.
I'm excited for you guys, and let's make it happen. I believe in you. It's really one of the easiest businesses I ever built online. It's sort of built by itself, and I see how my team grows like crazy and duplicates like crazy, and I've never had this happen before. And I think that it shows how the quality of the system and the product that we have available here. So let's make it happen. Appreciate you guys all. Thank you, Mike, and we're guys going to see you on the inside and the future trainings. For now, we are signing off. Have everybody an awesome day.